Hello, good morning all. Today in this video we are going to discuss regarding how to trigger an onChange function from the user interface without any custom codes. So we all know it can be easily done from the code using the decorator onChange, and for the most of the peoples they might be not aware, and most of the people might be aware of this functionality, how to add or how to trigger a function, an onChange function from the user interface. So we will see how we can do it. So first of all, currently in the screen you are seeing Odoo version 12 community edition, which we are continuing our development and all our tutorials. So the same procedures can be followed in all other Odoo versions like Odoo 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, etc. So let's see. So first of all, what I will do is that I'll be activating the debug mode. So for activating the debug mode, you can just go to the settings, and from the settings you can just activate the debug mode by clicking this button. So once we activate the debug mode, we can access all the debug features. So I'll go to contacts, so I'll go to sales, and if I go to customers form view, and what I will do, I will be opening an existing record. So let's see how we can trigger an onChange here inside the customers form view. So if I go to create button, so if I click on create button, and if I am going to create a new contact, here you can see we choose the individual. Here we have got another field to set the parent field, that is parent contact of a contact. So let's see how we can trigger onChange by selecting a contact here. So right now you can see we can select the partner here. So if you check the field name, you can see the field name is parent ID and its object is res.partner, and at the bottom you can see the relation is also the res.partner. So let's see how we can, that is if I open this many to one record, you can see we have got the details like phone, email, mobile, website, etc. The same fields can be visible here also, that is phone, mobile, email and website, that is four fields. The same is inside here, phone, mobile, email and website. So let's see how we can trigger an onChange to set the phone number. That is, if we choose a contact here, that is if I choose deco addicts, it has to be automatically fill the phone number from the parent contact. So let's see how we can do that without going into the custom codes, that is from Odoo user interface. So we will be doing it using the automated action. So first of all, I'll go to the settings, and from the technical, if you scroll down, you can see a menu called automations. So here we have got the menu automations, and under the automations we have got the module called automated actions. So if in your database, if you are not seeing this menu called automated actions, what you can do is that just go to the apps menu and search for the module base underscore automations. So once you install the module base underscore automations, this module will get visible. So we will be opening automation, automated actions from settings, technical, automation and automated actions. So here you can see we have got around 8 automated actions coming from different modules, and this is the automated action that we have added last day for generating the sequence for the partner. So we will be creating a new automated action. So I'll be giving the name as update child phone from parent contact. So I'll give a name. So it seems a long name, you can just short the name and give as per your convenience. So I have given an action name. Now you have to set the model name on which the action has to be triggered. So we have to trigger the model, we have to trigger the action on the model contact, that is res.partner. So I'll choose contact, and if I open this, you can see the model is res.partner. So we are going to trigger the action on the model contacts, and inside the trigger condition, so this is the onChange we will set. Here you can see we have got an option called based on form modification. So for triggering an onChange, we will be using the trigger condition as based on form modification. Then you will be getting a warning, you can just click on OK. So what we have done so far is we have set a name for the automated action, we have selected the contact, we have selected the model name, trigger condition is set to based on form modification, and in the action to do, I'll be setting as update the record. And here you can see onChange field triggers. So for the value which we have to set inside this onChange field triggers is, you can just read the help which is shown in the pop-up. comma separated list of field names that triggers the on change. So we have to set the field names in which the action has to be triggered. So I'll be doing one thing. I'll just duplicate this tab so that we can go to the contacts from view. So from here I will go to sales and then to the customers, and if I open a new form, so if you don't know how to set this model name, so for some peoples they might don't know how to set this model name, you can see the model name. So we are going to trigger the on change here, so you can get the model name from here, that is from the URL rust.partner, or you can get it from edit view form, and from here you can see the model name is rust.partner. So that's how you can get the model name. Now we were discussing about on change field triggers. So we have to trigger the on change function based on this field. Suppose if I choose Azure Interior, that is we have to trigger the conditions, or we have to trigger the functions based on this field. So as the debug mode is activated and as I place the mouse over the corresponding field, you can see the technical name of the field is parent underscore ID in the pop-up. So you can see in the pop-up screen the technical name of the field is parent ID. So I'll be giving it here, that is on change field triggers is parent ID. So if you have got multiple fields, you can just enter it by adding a comma. So right now I am going with a single field, so I'll be giving it here, that is I have to trigger my function on changing this field value. So that's done. So basic setup is done. So I have given the name as update child font from the parent contact. Model is set, trigger condition is set, action to do is update the record itself. Now we have to set what should happen on changing this field. So in the data to write, I have to write the value into the field called font. So I have to update this field, and evaluation type I will be using Python expression. So you have to use Python expression here, and what I have to write, record. So in the record we will be getting the record on which the action is triggered. So record dot, I have to get the value from the parent model, so record dot parent ID. So once we choose the record here, we have to take the value from the record. On the record we will have as partner, so record dot parent ID. Then inside here we have got the field font, and its technical name is font. So I will be giving us a record dot parent ID dot font. So we have set the data to write. So we are going to the update the field called phone number, and we are fetching the value from the parent contact. So I'll be saving it. So we have successfully added a automated action which triggers in the on change of the parent ID in the model contacts. So we have done so far. So we will be going into the contacts and let's test and see the progress. So we are in the customers form view. So I'll be going to create a new contact. So I'll be giving the name as Odoo, and I'll be choosing Azure Interior here. So you can see phone number is empty, and if I choose Azure Interior, you can see the phone number has been got automatically filled, and it is coming from, you can see the number is 9310505, which is coming from here. So we have successfully triggered the on change conditions. So if you need to confirm this, I'll just switch off this. You can see on clicking this switch off, it will be set as active false. So I have switched off this, that is I have set it as active false, and if I test now, it will not trigger the on change as I have set it as active false. So I'll be going into the form, I'll be entering a name, and now I will choose the Azure Interior. You can see the phone number has been not got updated from the parent contact even if there is phone number. It is because we have kept it as off. Now I'll keep it as on, and if I come back here and if I test, you can see the phone number is getting updated. So let's see how we can bring the same, that is for mobile, email and website from the parent contact itself. So I'll be going here, you can see I'll be setting a mobile number here, that is 12345, and we have got email here and website also. So let's see how we can update mobile, email and website as we have done for the phone numbers. So what we have to do, we have to make adjustment inside the automated action we have added. So we will be adding mobile here. We have to update the mobile field. We have to use Python expression itself. Cancel. We have to enter record dot parent ID dot, we have to get the technical name of this field, that is mobile. So I'll be going here, and if I open this form and if I place the mouse over the mobile field, you can see the technical name is mobile. So I'll be giving it here mobile. So that's done. Now I have to update email and website. So I'll be choosing email from here, and evaluation type I'll be choosing the Python expression itself, and same record dot parent id dot email. I think the field name is email itself. We can just verify it. I will go here and place the mouse over here. You can see the technical name of the field is email, and for the website the technical name is website. So we have got that. So I'll copy these and I'll be updating website. If I search for website, you can see website Python expression, and the value should be recorded parent id dot website. So we have added few more fields to update while triggering this condition. So let's test it by going into the customer's form view. So I'll come back here and I'll be creating a new customers, and if I choose the Azure interior here, I'm getting an error message. Oh, I think I have choose a wrong field here, that is website messages. That's why I got the error, because we cannot write such a field value into this field. So I'll be changing this. I have to say, yeah, we have to choose website itself. So if we pass wrong data types into a field, that's why we got the error. So we have fixed that, and we will come back to here, and I'll be choosing the Azure interior again. So on choosing Azure interior, you can see the phone number has got filled, mobile is filled, email is filled, website is filled. So this is how you can simply or easily trigger the on change condition from the user interface without going into the code. So if you need to do the same from the code, you can just refer the videos in the Odoo 12 development tutorials video, and we have already shown you how to do the same, or how to trigger the on change function from the code in it. So this is how you can generate or trigger the on change function from the user interface. So what you have to do, you have to go to settings, technical, don't forget to activate the debug mode, technical, then come to the automated action. So if in your case, if you don't see this menu, don't get worried. You have to make sure that the module named base underscore automation has been installed in the database. So once it is installed, you will be seeing this menu called automated action, and inside the automated action you have to create a record, and for the purpose of triggering on change, you have to set the trigger condition as based on for modification. And action to do, I'll choose update the record, and you have to set on which condition or on changing which fields the action has to be triggered. So you can set it here, and if you have got multiple values, you can just put it as commas, as it says in the field help. You can see comma separated list of field names that triggers the on change. So right now I have got only single value, and if I have got multiple values, you can just add it as by adding the comma. And here you have to set the field value which has to be updated, and evaluation type should be Python expression. So that's all about this video, and if you like the video, please do click the like button and subscribe the channel to get notified regarding all the upcoming videos. So that's it. Have a nice day. Thank you.